Okay, so hey guys, and welcome to the second part of my reaction to the Martian Manhunter versus Manhunter versus Silver Surfer. So that was a really sad story for what John Jones went through. But so far, like to recap, they put him at like I feel like they'll put him at like universal, multiversal, or even omniversal levels, and like he was able to go incalculable speeds. So I feel like they'll do the same thing for Silver Surfer. But well, let's see. Let's just skip this ad first. Need to check when this ad will end. Like, oh yeah, this is for the One Piece live action, by the way. I feel like y'all should watch the original video first, and then.
It's life for me, Marine Stink.
Watch One Piece August 31st, only on Netflix.
All right, let's watch.
Zen La, a virtual utopia, free from any and all crime, poverty, and disease.
And home to Norin Rad, which I've got to say is the sickest, most radical name I have ever heard in my entire life. He was a brainy kid who was raised to live a life of reason and intellect over one of gnarly adventure.
That is, until the technologically advanced society came under threat from the devourer of worlds,
Galactus.
So Norin struck up a deal with the World Muncher. In exchange for sparing his planet, Mr. Rad offered to leave his home behind, become Galactus's herald, and seek out new planets for him to scarf down.
And once Galactus agreed to the deal, he imbued his new herald with the power cosmic, transforming him into the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
An equally tubular name. 2 for 2. Wow, you rarely see it.
The power cosmic grants the Surfer near unlimited energy, as well as better manipulation, phasing, super strength, speed, and invulnerability, just to name a few.
The Surfer's basically got all of Galactus' space magic, just on a smaller scale. And Galactus uses that power to fight guys like the In-Betweener, an abstract being from the overspace.
The Surfer used the power cosmic to serve Galactus diligently for nearly 100 years, during which he ensured that the planets consumed were devoid of sentient life.
That is until the Surfer accidentally offered up a planet with life, which drove him crazy with guilt. So Galactus tried his best to suppress the Surfer's emotions, erase the painful memories, and make it easier for him to find planets with tasty, delicious life, guilt-free. How nice of him.
And it worked for a while until the Surfer reached Earth. Galactus's mighty mind manipulation wasn't enough to bury the Surfer's true nature for good. With the help of Alicia Masters and the Fantastic Four, the Surfer turned against his overlord and saved the Earth from being
I didn't know about that.
Even after all that, Galactus just let the Surfer keep his powers. At any point, he could have just taken them back.
Being the source of the Surfer's powers, yes, he could. But Galactus has continued to let the Surfer have the power cosmic out of respect for his first herald.
Damn. See, that's the kind of respect I'm asking from you. Anyway, ever since those mental gymnastics with Galactus, the Surfer made sure nothing like that would ever happen again.
And he's been successful. Like when Psycho Man failed to trick the Surfer with his illusions, or when he was briefly trapped in the Supreme Intelligence's mind when it was using the Mind Stone.
With some of those mental threats behind him, he could finally take to the spaceways, kick ass, and monologue about the meaning of life in the universe.
All of which he's quite good at, especially that last one. It's thanks to the abilities afforded to him through all that cosmic energy.
It's seriously crazy. He can rearrange the molecules of anything he wants into anything he wants. He can force you to just feel pain in general, and he can even control elements, not just earth, wind, and fire, but anything in a bloody wonderland like gravity and the weather.
He's got enough power and energy inside him that he once created an infant star to serve as a new light source in a universe devoid of light.
So just when he needed it, he was able to pop out a baby son? That's convenient.
That's the power cosmic.
But we can't forget about the sick board he shreds the stars with. This thing's basically an extension of himself. He can transform it into a sweet sword or into pure cosmic energy. And if it breaks, he can just form a new one.
On his board, the Surfer has traveled at
not gonna be that bad. Like, even if it breaks,
on multiple occasions.
Rebuild it.
He can fly faster than Thor, and even once flew so fast, he reached the future.
Even without his board, he once broke free from energy shackles that would zap away his power within the next nanosecond. Gnarly
Oh my
Prime, he once
god.
outsurfed a wave of universal destruction. He had to surf out of all of
Is he
existence as it was
sunburnt?
being torn apart. Now, I've seen some choice waves in my day, but if you ask me, that's one tube best for watching on the beach with a brew.
You're hitting it real hard with all this surfing lingo. He's honestly not that kind of guy at all.
Righteously
Nope, he's not.
disagree with you, dude. You are carving up my brainwaves into an
I
E-frame
can't even
swell that I
with
just can't
his
bail. I'm waxed,
surfer
man,
accent.
waxed.
The Silver Surfer is a tragic
Oh, they're
figure
showing
who is
that
always
crappy
weighing his
NES
choices
game.
through every angle of morality. Like when he set out to destroy the new host of the Star Brain, an energy source that grants his wielders virtually infinite power, capable of wiping out
Oh.
all life on Earth.
The Star Brand seems to choose a new unknowing host at random. Could be a good guy, could be the most evil person to ever exist. But despite that threat, the Surfer spared the new Star Brand once he found out she was carrying a child.
He decided to bear the weight of any potential consequences on his own shoulders instead of squashing any and all hope that the child would use that power for good.
I get it. He's
Okay.
a righteous dude on a surfboard.
Exactly. And in the
Yeah.
surfer's case, a keen sense of morality also
Oh, they're
comes with a
showing
keen
the-
sense of his surroundings in general. He can see enemies
That has
even when they're
horribly-
invisible and can
was
sense
kinda
incoming
mediocre.
threats to the point where he can sense someone approaching even before they've left their own home.
He can also
Huh.
absorb
Oh.
energy his opponents throw at him. Anything from psionic energy to a freaking star. The Surfer can even do it when he's on Death's door. Hey, Wiz, what do you think the
Oh.
doormat on Death's door says? Probably like, knock 'em dead, right?
I don't. What are you talking? Now it does take
What
a
you
lot to
talking
get the
about,
surfer
man?
to Death's door. He's taken a
Jean
blast
Grey
from the
again,
Infinity
they're
Stones,
referencing that
survived
again
being
from
smashed
2
into
episodes
pieces,
ago.
crashed into the Big Bang, and played catch with the star.
He caught it and then threw it right back at that punk Deadpool.
Ah, Deadpool.
I hope you like a big ball of gas in your face, you tool.
Reed Richards, the smartest man alive, has said that the
Deadpool,
surfer
more
is
like
probably the
Deadpool.
most powerful being in all the galaxy.
I'll
And
stop.
even after years spent drifting through the galaxy, he's still built strong bonds, like with the Fantastic Four, the Defenders, and with people like Dawn Greenwood.
But somehow,
Oh.
he always ends up alone in space,
Damn.
searching for answers, searching for beings that need his help, searching for something that could replace the home that he lost all those years ago.
Only to be weighed down by the
Yeah.
guilt of his servitude and the pain of his sacrifice, which was ultimately done in vain. Cause it doesn't seem to matter what the Surfer does. Zenla is destined for destruction. At this
Aw.
point, his home world has been destroyed 4 times over.
Despite it
Galactus was
all,
one of
this
them.
tragic hero still manages to take everything in stride as he surfs the stars and fights tirelessly to preserve every being's right to live.
Damn.
This episode is sponsored.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough story. So Silver Surfer, like, I couldn't read all of his feats, but like, there was like, he can like create like earth, wind, and fire, like elements. But I feel like, while Martian Manhunter has a resistance, I guess it's like how hot the flames are, or how big the flames are. I guess the size of the flames, and then like he scales to like heavy hitters like Galactus, Hulk, Mephisto, Thor. Yeah. So I feel like comparing Martian Manhunter and Silver Surfers, like characters that they fought, I feel like it's not gonna matter, and I feel like the stats are not gonna matter, and like it's gonna rely on like how they counter each other. So that's why I'll save my prediction for the next part. So be on the lookout for that.